Destiny has come to a close. In 5 days, Destiny 2 will be released, and I'm gonna be playing that shit the second it comes out. I have it digitally pre-ordered, the $100 edition. I'm so excited, I can't fucking wait. I want to make a goodbye Destiny video. The clips you'll be seeing in this video is my final Nightfall run, Archon's Forge, my final Archon's Forge, my final Court of Oryx, my final Strike, which is Taniks, which is also my favorite, and some other stuff that I just wanted to include. I never played the Destiny beta, and when the game first came out, I was on PS4 and I made a Warlock and I played it for a little bit, but after that I got bored. I said there was no story, I don't know what's going on, this game is trash, and I jumped on that hate bandwagon until the Taken King. And when the Taken King came out, I was on Xbox, I got the Taken King, I said I'm gonna give this game another try, thanks to my older brother, because I was game sharing with him, so I got the Taken King off him. I played it and I fell in love with it. I'm going to list off some of my most memorable moments in all of Destiny that I've played. It's not in any particular order, it's just what comes off the top of my head. And just, trust me, there's so many. Whatever I forget, whatever. First off, getting the Touch of Malice. At that time, I was like, did I just get one of the hardest weapons to obtain in the game? Did I get it? The Touch of Malice? It became my favorite exotic instantly. I love the design, and in King's Fall, it was a monster. My favorite weapon in the game has to be the Hung Jury, the one you're seeing right there. No, it's not the one with Firefly. Every time I tell someone when I play Destiny, oh yeah, this Hung Jury is my favorite, they're like, oh, the one with Firefly? No, it has life support, and I think it's Eye of the Storm or whatever. So when my health gets low, my accuracy gets higher, and it has life support, so when my health is low, I'll regen health very quickly, instantly, so it's cool. Running King's Fall for the first time was amazing. It was my first raid, and obviously it was before Heroic came out, so everyone's doing normal King's Fall. I posted on LFG. Someone told me about LFG. I posted on there. I'm like, hey, I never did a raid. Can you help me? We spent, I'd say, around 8 to 10 hours one day getting up to Oryx and just learning together. 6 of us, or sorry, not 6, 5 of us were inexperienced. 1 was experienced. So the next day, I found a different group because that group, it was just kind of a pain in the ass trying to get that same group together. In fact, some of them already did Oryx, and I was like, it's whatever. They didn't want to do it again. I didn't really care too much. Good on them. They did it before me, whatever. And this wasn't day 1, by the way. This is like a week or 2 after the raid came out. So the next day, I found a different group, and we spent 5 hours on Oryx, and it was a good time. Another really awesome moment was getting my Raze Lighter. When I found out about the 3 exotic swords, I instantly went for that solar one. I thought it looked the coolest. I have all 3 now. I farmed for all 3. It doesn't really matter. But at the time, I went for the Raze Lighter, and it is my favorite still to this day out of the 3 swords. I know everyone uses Dark Drinker in Wrath of the Machine, and I did too, of course. But there were times where I said, fuck it, I'm using Raze Lighter because that is my favorite sword, and I'm going to use what I want. Speaking of Wrath of the Machine, running that raid for the first time was an incredible experience, and it is one of my favorite raids. I love them all. Honestly, I love every raid. King's Fall being my favorite. I can't put the others in order. They're just tied. But Wrath of the Machine, running that for the first time, I wasn't going for a world's first completion because I knew I was in school. So I think the raid was completed in 2.5 hours, world's first. I was going for a day 1 completion. Did not get it. Day 1, we spent like the entire night, like before midnight. We spent the entire night, and we got to Axis Phase 2. What an experience, by the way. And this is on normal mode, obviously. It was so much fun. I loved every fucking second of it. It was so incredible. But I did not get the day 1 completion. Instead, I got more like the day 3 completion. Day 2, spent the entire day on Axis Phase 2, did not complete it. And then day 3 of Wrath of the Machine, we finally completed it after another 6 hours though. So I spent so much time on Axis Phase 2. We were all like 360, some of us were 350 light against, what was the recommended? I think 380 or something like that, 370 maybe. I don't remember exactly, but that was, the recommended was much higher than us. So it was a pain in the ass, and I wanted to get it done. I was like, no, I'm not going to strikes. I'm not grinding strikes anymore. I want to get this done, and we got it done. Another really awesome thing is becoming a Raid Sherpa throughout the second half of year 2. Even a little before that, I decided to become a Raid Sherpa because that one guy, the day I completed King's Fall, the day I got to Oryx in King's Fall, I post on LFG that I'm inexperienced, and these people invite me. I still remember 2 of their gamer tags, but I'm not gonna say them. They invite me, we got it done, and I decided because that dude helped us, I'm gonna return the favor and help other people. I helped so many people through King's Fall, and no, I didn't just carry them. I didn't do carries, and it was on normal and hard mode, by the way. Mostly normal mode, because I know a lot of people never raided, so I want to help as many people as I can. I explained the mechanics to people that didn't know. I'm not the greatest at explaining, but, you know, it got the job done, and we completed the raid, and I remember the longest group, I think, was 9 hours to complete King's Fall, and I stuck with them, and we did it. It was really awesome hearing some of their reactions when Oryx finally died. It was just a ton of fun, man. And then I did it with Wrath of the Machine too, except I did it on normal mode mostly. You know, I knew the mechanics very well. I learned the mechanics. I learned how to do Gaze and Golgoroth, and I learned how to do everything in Wrath of the Machine. So I help people. I explained the mechanics. I even had some of them try it if they wanted to. If they asked, I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, try it. I explain it, and they do it. And the last thing I'm going to mention is getting the Black Spindle. Oh my goodness. I remember I went on just a rampage on the forums complaining that it's impossible. You need blank, blank, blank to complete it. And everyone's like, no, you're just bad. I remember those days, man. I finally got the Black Spindle. We had a couple seconds to spare, and it was just amazing. My favorite strike, by the way, being Taniks. I decided to end it off, you know, with this strike. What a good time Destiny 1 was. Oh yeah, when I 3-man Templar challenge recently with just randoms, 2 other randoms, and we did it. That was incredible too. It's too many memories to list off. There's so much more in Crucible, and it was just so many memories. I love this game. It is one of my favorite games of all time. I can't wait for Destiny 2. Just 5 more days, and we will be on that Destiny 2 grind. I can't wait. I will see you there, Guardians. Just have fun with it.